this is Jennifer Clough. I'm doing a quick video now on how to care for your flute. A lot of this is on my website on the Flute Care page, which you can download and print out. But I thought you might want to see it. Last video we talked about how to take your flute apart and put it together without touching any of the keys. And somebody said, yeah, but when you clean it, you have to touch the keys. So I'm going to show you the wonderful invention, which is called the Flute-flag. This is the Flute-flag. It comes in two sizes. This is the one that you screw together in the middle, so it can be either short or long, but it's great for in the symphony or in a live performance when you're in a cold hall and the flute is filling up with water. You just twist it in like this. It goes all the way to the crown on the inside, and it wicks up all the water, right? And you don't need to readjust your position at all of the flute head joint draw. You don't need to change anything, and then you're ready to go. They make a little tiny one too for piccolo, which goes all the way to the end of the piccolo and out again, which is really important because piccolos fill up with water really fast. But until you can order your Flute-flag, I'll put the link. Until you get it, you may want to use a standard cleaning rod. I'm going to take the Flute-flag apart into two pieces so that you can see. Let's say I was putting the flute away in its case, and I wanted to clean it with either a standard cleaning rag or not. I always do the bottom first because that's the driest, and then I take that section off, put it in its case. Then I push it all the way through the middle section, okay? And then I take off the head joint, and there it is. And then if you want to do extra drying of the head joint, okay? So I did not need to touch any of the keys to do that. And you can do the same thing with a standard rag. The standard threaded rag, you just cover the top so you don't scratch, and you put it through the foot joint. Then you push it with your finger. Hopefully your finger doesn't get stuck all the way through the middle joint. Take off the head joint. There it is. Pull it out. So it's like a magic trick, I think, for a lot of people. Okay, maybe they didn't know they could do it that easily. So you've swabbed out your flute, and may I emphasize that if you are using a rag like this, leave it outside the case. Don't put it on top of the flute case. On top of the flute where it'll get the flute all damp again, which would be a very bad idea. You want it to dry. Okay, so here we are with all the equipment to keep your flute clean. I use a flute stand. This is homemade, and that's because I practice all day on and off, and I cover the flute against dust. Okay, here's some other items. This is a wooden cleaning rod. This is very useful because it doesn't scratch. It doesn't have the possibility of scratching like the metal one does. Okay. This is a microfiber cloth. This takes off fingerprints, and it takes off what we call mashed potatoes, which is usually found around the lip plate. I use spit to take off the stuff around the lip plate. I don't know if you want to use anything more fancy than that. Works great. And finally, the 3M strips. Now the 3M strips, you can buy them at Flute World. I've had trouble finding them anywhere else. All they are is carbon paper. You cut them up, you put them in your flute case, you put the date on them, and you change them every 6 months. Apart from that, I don't do any other cleaning of the flute. I leave it to the flute technician, and he does it or she does it absolutely fabulously and oils the flute at the same time. You do that once a year or more frequently if you're a professional player, and I do not bother doing any other work myself. So please take my advice. Let the flute technician check everything out on the flute, like for leaking pads and all that, instead of trying to clean your flute yourself. Let the technician do it. Okay, so that's that.